viewers out there, a wonderful afternoon to you all. You're welcome once again to Sports Orbit. My name is Apacho Salikuswan. Is also in studio on today's edition with me, Saliku, from Sports Orbit. We'll begin straight from the NPFL. Of course, during the weekend, a match with 10 matches went down, and of course, the biggest story of the weekend is the Ikorodu City's defeating Rivers United 2-0 in Lagos, which has actually ended their unbeaten run. Recall that so far, Rivers United were unbeaten up to this point in the NPFL, but at the weekend, it was a different ball game as Ikorodu City ended that winless run with a 2-0 victory. And with that result, they have moved over from the relegation zone completely. And for Remo Stars back on top of the table after a 1-0 win over Dan Amokachi's Lobby Stars. Of course, we had hoped that Lobby Stars will bounce back, but it wasn't to be. And of course, yesterday I even heard of an appointment of a guy from Finland who is to be the technical advisor while Dan Amokachi remains as a head coach.
No, the guy to be the head coach. Dan Amokachi will be the
technical advisor. Okay, yeah. And hope, of course, interesting results. If we have a couple of them here, Natural United 2-0. Enugu Rangers 2-0 over Natural United. Brendan Insurance 2-1 over Sunshine Stars. And of course, like we said, Rivers United suffering their first defeat of the season to newcomers Ikorodu City. That one.
Yeah, sweet one for the Ikorodu City. And Ikorodu City, if you look at it, it's like I feel they are beginning at the initial stage, like they are struggling. But if you look at it in the last two matches, their last weekend matches, they get 1-1 draw. They get a 1-1 draw last week, a win, and yesterday they were able to get a victory against not just any other team, but just a table topper, River United, ending the River United. Before that match, River United have won 6 matches and draw 9 matches. Yesterday we were hoping to extend their lead on the top of the table ahead of the Monster, but unfortunately they couldn't keep it as usual for them. I will tell us no, we are in the city of Lagos, and you can't come here and tell us you are from the Niger Delta or where you come from. Whatever you bring from there, they have to drop it. This is Lagos, and they actually feel we need each other that this is Lagos, and they show them the way, and then it ended do in favor of the publicity, and that has just like you said in your intro, that has taken publicity off the relegation zone. Now they are 16 on the log, left in the Lobby Stars swimming on the last bottom of the relegation zone. But this, I hope the publicity will be able to sustain it and probably maintain their. They get a promotion to the top flight last season. Hopefully they will be able to maintain it, but it is still early in the season. This is just 10 matches, 10 matches out of that 8 matches. So it's too early to say, and hopefully that they'll be able to sustain this momentum. But winning it 2-0, it was a fantastic victory for the Oga Boys.
Of course, like we said in other matches, please let's still have those results. Yeah,
yes,
in other matches, Kano Pillars 2-1 over Plateau United with Ahmed Musa on the score sheet once again.
Musa proof his mental proof is that he is a scholar in the NBA. Despite the so of us begin to see that he's already catch up with him. But since he came back to the domestic league, he scored his his 4th goal yesterday, and at the 9th minute, surprisingly in that match, I followed the match and the Plateau United take up the lead in the almost 12 minutes to the end of the match. The Plateau United scored their first goal, and hoping that Plateau United is going to get the win. But the kind of they call it the same as Ubida, even though they are playing away from home, playing in Kasina in Mohamed Diko Stadium. So they get the equalizer courtesy of the legendary players Rabiu Ali, who scored from the 4th kick and giving them the equalizer towards the end of the match. And where people are hoping that they are going to end the match with 1-1 point, and then Musa surprisingly get the winning goal, add the extra added time between the 2 minutes added time to that give Canada all the points to the side of the fans. And Musa probably prove that yes, we still have the scoring in this team too.
Of course, for Academy Warriors 1-0 over Kasina United, one Academy Warriors 2, not doing badly since their return so far.
Yes, with a defeat of River United yesterday, now remain only Eric Enemy are the
Exactly.
only unbeaten team in the league so
So
far. And yesterday they get a victory. All these are they always playing draw. But yesterday they get a victory, and that's good for them. And another interesting thing, just like Remo takes me one, but Daniel Mokachi, it appears that Daniel Mokachi is it's like the job of Levy Star is still is tough for him. I can't. We expected that after he's coming by, he get in his first game, he get a point, 1-1 draw, 2-2 draw, and then he won the third match, hoping that he's going to sustain. Now losing yesterday again to Remo Star is a big shock for him, and now with the team being on the last bottom, they are topping the group from the bottom from the bottom side, and I don't know. Just like that, it's still early. Just 10 matches played so far. So all he needs to do, I think, going into maybe the middle of the season, where the transfer will be open. I think the government, the most help Amokachi, and it's now they are added another coaching crew to fortify the team with more players so that they'll be able to survive this situation. The way it is, so this time we are staying here, we will not see them next season in the Nigeria Premier League.
of course,
Another
another
fantastic, yes.
person to Heartland.
Yes,
2-0 winning away from home.
winning away from home in oriented that yesterday. And that's a fantastic one against Abia Warriors. And even him celebrated that victory at DSP.
Yeah.
You are beginning to see the sign of Monike hardly showing his impact in that league.
Right away from that now to some other stories, of course, where during the weekend it was revealed that the Libyan authorities, as a result of that CAF verdict, which was unfavorable to them, there have been cases of harassment of Nigerians who are currently residing in Libya. But the ministry came out with a statement today to debunk that information. But like they say, there's usually no smoke without fire. Maybe there have been some isolated incidents, but the ministry has said, as long as they are aware, none of such has happened.
Yeah, in as much I have no reason to doubt the federal government positions on that issue. And I think the ministry should also be fair enough to tell Nigeria what to transpire. Because just like say, there's can't be no there cannot be fire without smoking. And for people, and if you read that story on the national on one local one Nigerian national daily who posted that story on their website, they actually quoting illegal. They were actually quoting Libya's media, local media, and they also allege in their report that they spoke to some of the Nigerians who are based in Libya, who confirmed to them that there has a pocket of harassment here and there after that harassment, that they just harass themselves and even try to deport some Nigerian back home. And in some cases, he imposed heavy fine on Nigeria. But yesterday, after I saw that story, I also instructed our foreign correspondent to do a fact check on that story. And what he got from the ministry was just for what he actually reported, that the ministry said they are not aware, they are not there, as far as they are concerned, they have not received any official report. But sometimes, in my view, government should not wait for official report in such scenario. And I don't expect. Yes, we have the Nigerian embassy in Libya. Maybe they are based like since the embassy in the Nigerian embassy or the diplomacy in Nigeria representative in Libya has not confirmed to us report back to them. Not sure, trust of him may not have happened. But they look at some cases in Nigeria. There are some cases that happen in Nigeria that you will never get to know of it.
Exactly.
So the minister not just sit down and wait for that since we are not getting a report from the embassy, it means assume that it has not happened. So they also need to do a background check, independent check to find out either Nigerians who are looking in media based on that, either they are comfortable or they are not comfortable. Because what Libya did to our national team, for them to go to Israel mile to do short security national team that is coming to their land on official visit.
Exactly.
You can be sure that they can go any length to do anything.
I agree with people. Right? Let's see how this pans out. Let's move on from that now, where CEO of Morning Michelle Group, Evie Egbe, has urged the new Sports Commission Chairman Shehu Diku to pay special attention to infrastructure if he is to succeed in developing Nigerian sport. Maybe with stadium facilities, construction experts said for Nigeria to compete and win laurels at the highest level of international competition, investments must be made in the area of sports infrastructure. Very key, of course. If I recall, even Dico himself on the during the handover, while I watched some snippets of that event, actually said, "Look, infrastructure is the first thing you need to have in place before you, because you can say grassroots development, but if you harness these talents, they need a venue for them to showcase their talents. So you could have very outstanding footballers from across the country, but they must have a standard pitch to at least, display their talent. So infrastructure is very, very key.
Thank you. Yeah, the infrastructure, there's no how you
Yeah.
grow a sport without facilities. And you need, either you like even a local talent, even at the grassroots level, you
Exactly.
need grassroots facilities for develop athletes. You can't develop athletes on the street. And I even thank God that we should even thank God and be grateful to God that we are still even competing. Either in athletic or in volleyball, in whatever anything you mention, that we are still even competing. Because if you look at what needed to be put in place for you to develop and to have an athlete grow, in terms of we are not investing in anything for development. Most of athletes that we have, they are just natural on their own. Okay, take for Abuja for instance, where we are currently. If you move from within the city center in Abuja, where can you pinpoint that where if the athlete or children or a neighborhood where you can see that people can easily go there and train and practice to practice or to train or anything. We don't have anyone. Even some neighborhood that were men, were able to ordinary men for sport facilities to have a basketball to have all the need for have been taken over by building or by either by hotel or any other thing. But we are not investing in sport development. If you go to area 3, that area 3, I remember in 2009, when we hosted the Nigeria on 17 World Cup. So that area 3 is supposed to be a project of that 2009 World Cup. The director of sport, and then get our approval when that's how they installed that ASO on that place. That place is supposed to be developed, and before then, unconfirmed, so that place wanted to be taken over by a politician from Benue State. That particular plot was allegedly sold a certain politician, a high profile politician from Benue State. There. But the people have to force to ensure that no, you can't take over that. And if you go that place, you see how they are trying to narrow it. There's been narrow scale. But up to if you are in a serious country, a city center like Abuja, by now, if you gauge the numbers of people that go there on daily basis to train, if there is serious administration in the city who ensure they wanted to control either the whatever you want to invest or even talk about employment, if you take the subview or the population count or head count of people who come there on daily basis, you should be interested in developing that area. But till today, no. If you go that area 3 as early as 8 o'clock, you can't not less than 10 teams, 10 different sports academic clubs who are ready to play. Some while others are training, some are waiting. Yeah. It's not supposed to be so. And if you go to area 10, when supposed to be the mini stadium for FCT, the national stadium is not for FCT, it's not the FCT property, the national property. But area 10 is supposed to be FCT property. Go there. FCT, the football pitch is not playable. The table tennis was supposed to be on the ground. Everything has been taken over. The where you're supposed to have a basketball court have become a car park by the military.
Exactly.
By the military. All these things, the approval were granted to them by the FCD. It clearly showed that those who are not interested. It's not administration, it's not the management. So just like say, although the messages may come from a wrong person, people may say, okay, Money Michelle because since the facility manager is trying to campaign so they can give him figure to develop. No, you can't develop. Okay, can you see Nigeria, a country with over 200 million people, a country wants to pride himself as a sport giant. We have only one single stadium to play football. Even that single stadium, they go to Akpabio Stadium, go by FIFA standard, can't hold FIFA competition. Forget the FIFA World Cup qualifier. They are just waiting some. They are just waiting away from criteria. If they dare to go by say if this is the FIFA World Cup match, that stadium is not going to hold the FIFA World Cup, and this is the only stadium we have. The Abuja National Stadium, despite the huge money stadium, thanks to the then president of Washington for giving that stadium, but successful governments have failed to maintain that stadium. If you are that stadium, sometimes they talk of say money, we don't have money, we don't have money. If that stadium is managed, that stadium can be safe maintenance. Based on the way, if you go there, we have hospital, we have hotel, we have shop, but all those things are not put into you.
Well, let's go from that now to some other stories where that is the Confederation of African Volleyball has appointed Engineer Musa as the president of the commission, rather. First, a significant appointment was made in Casablanca, Morocco, marking a pivotal moment for both Nimrod and the future of the development of beach volleyball across Africa. Well, congratulations to him. In the space of 2 weeks, two Nigerians have now assumed helms of two top African bodies, table tennis and now beach volleyball.
Yeah, that is positive development. Congratulations to Musa Musa has paid his due in terms of when it comes to volleyball. He first started, he was the chairman beach volleyball committee in Nigeria, and that's where even the name of beach volleyball came into limelight in Nigeria. So he does a lot to grow the beach volleyball in Nigeria. Even to under his watch, he won the beach volleyball gold medal at the All Africa Games in 2015 in Congo. And even when he became the president of Nigeria Volleyball Commission, you can see his achievement, what he has been able to do in the volleyball. And now giving that progress. And just like particularly, like I say, we have lamented several times that we don't Nigerians, for you to play politics, sport has also become politics. And for you to play politics in sport, you need to have your men in the committee of table when they are sitting down to discuss about the game. So it's good. The other day we talk about Oshodi getting elected as the president of Confederation of Table Tennis, and now we have a name of being the president of Baseball Confederation of Baseball Sport Commission. So good development. We can't wait to see more Nigerians getting elected to hold to head the board of sport in Africa.
All right, let's take a look at the Serie of course, where once again Lukman was in the news for all the right reasons as he scored a brace in their 3-0 defeat of Napoli in their match week encounter. That victory moved Atalanta to announce second place right behind Napoli. Well, for Lukman, he has continued to show week in, week out that his performances last season for club and country were not a fluke, and he has continued to show that he's the man of the moment when it comes to African players abroad, especially Nigerian players.
After his nominations as the only Africans on the Ballon d'Or list, the next one should be the one, the right place, favorite to win the African player of the year, and not just saying that he's trying to justify that yes, I deserve to be African best. And we are still in 2024, and the award, the 2024 African player will be announced by December. We have even yet to submit their nomination. So even what he's doing now is still within the field.
Very well.
So he has continued to improve. The last even in the CAF Prime tournament, after Cup of Nations this year in early this year in Cote d'Ivoire, he was one of the key players, taking all the statistics of. If you take all the overall statistics of him, that performance at the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, Lukman is one of the, if not one of the top five. So, and here again, he has continued scoring the previous today. The only player has scored the only player in the history of cup final, scoring hat-trick in the final. So, and the guy has continued to justify every time whatever name anybody has given him. So, congratulations to Lukman, and we can't wait and we all him that we pray for Israel free for him and his support in this moment.
All right, to another Nigerian player, this time put Samuel Chukwueze, who has explained AC Milan's manager Paulo Fonseca's role in his resurgence. Chukwueze struggled to make an impact at the San Siro earlier in the campaign, but gradually his performances are getting off, gradually as the week turns back, and he is crediting his current coach for his improved performance so far.
Well, good one. Yes, sometimes it's good if you see your guy, your master, they trying to support you. You also admitted that yes, I'm giving you good support. And one thing that I always good for a player that when you are in a favored list of your coach, you can be better assured that yes, you'll be able to get the play time and also get the opportunity to push yourself, and that is what you gradually get.
And thought to the Super Falcons, downwards striker Chioma Sebastian has joined Galatasaray, making her the second female and overall third Nigerian to be in the books of Galatasaray. Tosin Germany, also reigning African football, had followed her teammate and also a current Footballer of the Year, Victor Osimhen, who plays for the men's team. So three Nigerians now in Galatasaray. Looks like Galatasaray are beginning to
on their pay list.
yes, beginning to show much love to Nigerians, both male and female.
Yeah, congratulations to Shioma and we wish her best. That is a good one. On a 20 player who just grew up progressing because the super Falcon fully has super performance in the 20 and now he has moved up to the top 3 and we wish her best.
All right, let's go to the EPL now. Of course, starting from Nottingham Forest, where Ola Aina said Nottingham Forest will keep working hard to secure a top 4 spot in the Premier League this season. Of course, recall that the Nottingham Forest won their game. It was a 4. No, sorry, I think it won 2-1 or 2-0 victory, if I'm not mistaken, with Ola Aina scoring a brilliant goal in that encounter. And incidentally, Nottingham Forest are third on the table.
Surprisingly.
Yes.
Surprisingly third on the table and they are beginning to dream.
Exactly.
Congratulations to Olaina and his team and wish him best. Sometimes it's a good. This is the same Nottingham Forest that is strong to after the point the doctor last season they have to strong and to stay up and stay up. Now this is for you to stay on although the season is still ending, but for you to stay in within the top 4, within the top 3 in the league that both the like of Man City, Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, why the likes of Arsenal and you are sitting at the top and looking down with the like of Arsenal under you. Well, that is quite impressive.
All right, let's take a look at this weekend's results of the EPL interesting matches. And of course, a few upsets here and there went down this weekend. Of course, first off, it was Newcastle vs Arsenal. Early kickoff it was on Saturday, and against what most bookmakers predicted, it was Newcastle who came out on top in that one, Saturday.
Yeah, surprisingly, although Newcastle is not supposed not to during
the so when people yesterday discussing on some people were saying, I said, Newcastle in recent time you won't classify them as an ordinary team.
If you even look at the history between Arsenal and Newcastle, anytime that even right from the era of Sewiga, Arsenal and Newcastle is always a top team. Anytime Arsenal always stronger than Newcastle, but looking at the current form and the current form and the way Arsenal has held in the last 2 seasons, one would have expected that Arsenal should not dispatch Newcastle. But unfortunately, Arsenal could not hold their own. According to Arteta, they admitted that Newcastle forced them to play their own game. And then that's the game. When the club forced you to play into their style, then you be bound to obey. That means they are so supremacy ahead of you to show you, to compare you to play into their own style. And you play into their own style, then you'll be bound to lose. But this is what everybody expected Arsenal, based on what Arsenal has done in the last 2 seasons. But now, Arsenal will just take game. Arsenal is now 7 points down ahead of the top table top and Liverpool. So it clearly shows that if you are even looking at the statistics or looking at the ground or to predict who is going to likely to challenge the title, Arsenal is completely going to completely off mark. Or the people may say that it's too early. Yes, it's too early, but 10 games now out of 30 points. Out of 30 points. How many points Arsenal has gotten from that 30 points? Drop the comment on the 12 points. Yes. Drop down. Out of 30 points, Arsenal have so far Arsenal have lost 2 matches. Lost 2 matches. That is 6 points go there. Then draw 2 matches. That is another 4 points go. In all 10 points off. And the person you are challenging the Man City is ahead of you with 5 points. Liverpool is ahead of you with 7 points. And Liverpool, when Liverpool to me, the surprise team is I didn't give them any opportunity
sure.
to be where they are this
Exactly.
season.
Having a
And
new coach, so
having a
I
new
thought
coach
they were
and
going to
everything,
struggle.
and they
But
have the big you are setting the space in the Premier League. And well, let's see how it's going to be. But if you have to talking and build on the Arsenal, the title will be between Liverpool and Man City.
the club of Man City also slipped up yesterday. Sorry, on Saturday against Bournemouth. And that was Bournemouth's victory against Man City for the first time in their history.
It's like Bournemouth has becoming the banana peel for all the top. It's the same Bournemouth that caused Arsenal damage. The first Arsenal defeat this thing was Bournemouth. The same Bournemouth gave Man City Bournemouth. So, but these guys is their first defeat in 32 games in the Premier League.
Yeah. Of course, another interesting one to look at was the Super Sunday match, Man United versus Chelsea, whereas a lot of Chelsea fans were very confident going into that match, thinking since there's no standing coach, it was going to be a whitewash. But I mean, if you watch that game, which I watched, I think Chelsea actually escaped because United had a superior going, if not for poor finishing from Garnacho like 2 times, poor finishing from what's his name, Zexi, and it would have been the wrap for United in that one. I was surprised how United actually played that match, really, even with an interim coach on the sidelines.
But the interim is just the word, it's just the word of mouth, and I don't know how you describe this to see that Man United are there with that coach. A team that has the likes of Raul Bannister, a legendary players of the club, and a former coach who has also paid his bill.
Exactly.
So but to me, even me, I was even trying to say that maybe United are not having confidence going after the Bannister, giving the opportunity to go ahead with the team. But having a Bannister, you not say that the United is left that is a shift that is safer. But and if you look at the way they play, even the Cali Cup match, once they won 2-1. I think they won the Cali Cup before this. The Cali Cup against
Cali Cup,
again. So under the same interim coach, and the same interim coach managed to even
5-2 against Leicester City.
5-2 against Leicester City for the first time for a very long time.
Scoring 5 goals.
For the first long time, Man City were able to have Manchester United have their goal to score the 5 goals in that particular match. And coming against Man City, I was looking at the Man U may likely win that match, but unfortunately, seeing the scoreline at the end of the scoreline, seeing them 1-1. I was a bit disappointed. How man is Chelsea going to report in this match? But the one thing is that after the exit of the house, within the interim period, Bannister has managed the CS to go positive.
Of course, the final match for match week 10 will be tonight. Alexis Iwobi's Fulham, of course, and Frank Onyeka's Brentford in action tonight.
He's
still at Brentford, but he was sent out on loan.
The German side of it. So, and another interesting match was Tottenham.
Exactly.
Aston Villa 4-1.
I didn't see that coming.
So I don't know what happened with the Emery for his Aston Villa, the way they have played this far this season. I don't see them going to Tottenham and concede 4 goals only to manage to reply with 1. But I think the season is getting set, but we are going to see how the call of the season is going to look like. Based on what we have seen so far in the first 10 matches.
All right, that's for today's edition of Sports Orbit. Hopefully, we'll be back again during the week with another exciting edition of the program. Do join us once again. Thank you for being in the studio once again on today's edition of Sports Orbit. Until we come your way, do have a wonderful week ahead. My name is Apache, and it's bye for now.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You